Hello everyone. I'm on the Homer2 website right now. It's homer-fnears.org. If you're looking for anything having to do with Homer, this is the place to go. The most important tab I would argue here is the forum. This will be where you can post any questions you have. You can go review to see if anybody's already answered some questions, or just to keep up with what Homer's has going on, if there's any updates or anything like that. You also have where to download it, documentation, everything you need. I just got a question on how to manually prune stimuli on your data. So this is some data of my head, and you notice all these vertical lines here of different colors. These are all my stimuli. The color coding just denotes that each one designated with the same color is of the same stimuli. Say if I had some cognitive tests, they would all be these blue ones, and I did them 3 different trials on it. That's just for averaging purposes. But if you want to remove any of these, say you messed up during the experimentation or you notice there's something wrong with the data after the experiment and you just want to remove, say, one trial. Down here, you'll see an assortment of little buttons. The first one here is zoom. If I click, it allows me to zoom in on my data. I can also use the pan button, which will allow me to move back and forth on my data. I can reset the zoom or reset the view. And finally, I have this stim reject. Say I just want to remove one of these 3 red stimuli here. I'll click stim reject, and I draw a nice little box around which stimuli I want. Pop-up pops up and asks me whether I want to turn it on and off. I do, and you'll see it becomes a dashed line. So this removed that single stimuli. The other 2 still remain for processing purposes. And you'll notice down here I have all of my drop-down menus. This 3 here is set in. I wanted to show you this. This is basically, I've done this previously. If you remove all 3 of, in my case, all 3 stimuli of the same stimulus, or all 3 trials of the same stimulus, this will designate that the stimuli is not active. It's no longer being considered. All of these double dash lines say that they are being considered. And we'll actually show this in just a second. So if I want to get rid of the other 2, you can actually drag over more than one at a time. And I'm going to toggle those off. So considering that I have those done, I've already run it in this exact same fashion, which is why you see 3 not being active here. So if I click on 3 and I go to show run href, and let's see, I'll run it, all of a sudden it goes away. So if I go to 2, I have it. If I go back to 3 again, it's empty. The reason being is that I got rid of those on my processing. If I want them back, all I have to do is drag over the 3 I want back, toggle them back on, and you'll notice they're a different dotted line until you run it again. When I run it again, you'll see that they're solid lines again. And in fact, if I go to 3 now and show the href, there it is. So that's your basics as far as rejecting stimuli manually. Again, this isn't rejecting channels, which is actually done in this box here. This is strictly the stimuli themselves. I hope that was of some help, and I hope that satisfied the questioner who asked me about this. If you have any questions, you can either email me or go to the forum. The forum's probably your best bet, but I'll be happy to help if I can. Thank you again.